What's up, everyone? I'm John Laird from 101X Homegrown. Today I'm with Eric of Big Build. We've got a show coming up together, although it's more than just a show. It's Bill Ball 5 with a great, big, awesome lineup, August 20th at the Swan Dive. Eric, tell me how this lineup came together. Tell me about Bill Ball, all the good things.
We've been doing it for a little while now. I guess it's not an annual event. It started off that way, but I think the past few years it kind of fell off, like most everything did on this planet. Yeah, it started as something where we wanted to get together a lot of bands that we felt like were constituting a scene that maybe weren't getting the attention that we felt like they should. And I think sometimes packaging things together is a nice way for people to
Right.
encounter them. And so this is our fifth one, and maybe the strongest lineup we've ever had. I mean, it's top to bottom.
Yeah.
Every act we don't want to miss. Yeah, I think we've had. Yeah, I can get more into. But yeah, we're really psyched on it.
Yeah.
We also this year we worked with Ashley Bradley to help us book it, and so it's been cool. Her thing is For Spite Presents, and so we're kind of co-presenting it along with you, John, and yeah, couldn't be more excited.
Yeah, it's a great big lineup. Like just some of the best punk acts in town, I guess. Some of the best art acts in town. Some of the best art punk acts in town, and just bands that I'm always excited to see, despite having seen them a ton. You guys and Calliope Musicals and Sailor Poon and Being Dead. It's just like top to bottom, like you were saying. It's such a great bill. So, if you want a nice big smattering of some of the best around Austin, then you absolutely need to be at the Swan Dive on August 20th. Make a note, people, be there. I don't know why you wouldn't want to be. What else is going on that night? Nothing, as far as I know.
Yeah, and there's some hip hop too. I mean, we've got
Also true.
Chucky Black, and I believe it's pronounced Canid. But I could be wrong. I've only read their name, but we like to mix it up with people, with acts that we've performed with many times over the years, and also, people that are brand new to us. So yeah, it's definitely a great mix, I think. And we also encourage people to dress up. It's not exactly, we don't call it a prom, but it's kind of like, we called it Bill Ball because we wanted it to be like a special night. So
Yeah.
whatever that means to you, dress up, bring your friends, bring your partner, whoever it is. And Swan Dive is where we had our first Bill Ball. So
All back to where it began. And now we're just
yeah,
going to tell people it's black tie. Sorry. I know it's 162 degrees outside, but it's just the rules. It's we don't write them.
yeah.
It
Don't
just is
forget,
what it is.
don't forget tails. What is a tail? The people have a tail. It's like a tuxedo thing. Huh? I've never worn
Yeah.
a tuxedo.
Yeah, and like a top
Tails,
hat.
tails, and top hats. Yeah, that's
I like it. I guess also in a little bit of a way, this is somewhat of a kind of a do-over for your album release, right? Because I know you kind of had a COVID mishap. I don't know what they're really called now anymore, but that kind
hmm
of derailed that. So do you kind of look at it that way too? By the way, new album, Public Freakout Compilation, is out now, and it's really great. I feel like every song on it is just really catchy and just great.
Well, thank you. Yes, we do consider this kind of the record release. I mean, we had a record release planned. Um, it was going to be a couple months ago, about a month and a half ago, with Calliope Musicals and Bondbreaker, and unfortunately, I myself came down with COVID for the first time, and It was a huge drag, but we luckily were able to get Calliope Musicals at least for this show as well. And we definitely are eager to do something with Bondbreaker again soon. We love them. But yeah, since that didn't happen, and then the record came out, we haven't had a proper record release, so
It's
we're not
time.
really labeling it that, but I consider it
A little bit.
we are going to play the whole record straight in order.
Oh,
So
cool.
and then maybe a few songs after that. We'll see.
Well, tell me about the new album. It's not that I feel like it's very fresh. It just recently came out. But like I said, I loved it, or I still love it. I loved it, and I still love it. The old Mitch Hedberg joke. I used to love it, but I still do.
Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah.
But yeah, it's just out now. Public Freakout Compilation. All the singles have been in Homegrown regularly over the months. But yeah, tell me about the album.
Well, it's 10 songs, about 30 minutes. We worked with 5 different producers on this record, 2 songs each, and that was super fun. I felt like every time we've gone in the studio, uh, we've gotten a little more comfortable, and so for this one, it's like let's just you know have a wish list of all of our favorite producers in town, and go to all of them. And So we did 2 songs at a time with 5 producers, and we kind of wanted it to be like a mixtape or
Right.
a variety of sounds from us, and so that strategy was kind of tied in with that, and I think you can hear it in the
Yeah.
way that some of them are more. I think we put our punkiest song first, which is Coma. But then there's a bunch of other stuff that we've never tried before, so we're pretty
Yeah.
excited about that.
Now that you mention it, that 100% makes sense. I definitely hadn't connected the dots in that way, but that is it's evident. Do you think you would do it that way again, or is it kind of just let's roll it on this one time and move on?
I don't know. I mean, it definitely takes longer, but and probably ends up being a little less efficient in a way. But
Right.
I think being able to focus on just 2 songs at a time was really rewarding. And our first record we did record all at once with Justin Douglas, but I think when you're doing 10 or 12 songs at the same time, it is a little messier. It's a little harder to give each song their due.
Right.
So to answer your question, I'm not sure, but it was fun. I do think setting up how you're going to record your record in a unique way is really cool. I'd love to go somewhere else to record a record. I think that would be fun.
Wow.
Field trip type thing.
I like it. Just don't pick 5 producers because then it's a long road trip. So, but
I
yeah.
know, yeah. My goodness, yeah.
Well, there
But
it is.
yeah,
Public Freakout Compilation is out now. You should go and listen to it because, like I said, all of the songs on it are really catchy. And then otherwise, Bill Ball 5, August 20th at the Swan Dive. You can get more details at 101x.com. 21 and up can enjoy Carbach Brewing specials. Otherwise, it's going to be a great night with a bunch of great bands, 2 stages, and just one of those where you can just essentially that'll be the one where I'll just rotate between stage, bar, stage, bar, and then at the end of the night I'll be like, oh, it's really time for me to go home. I got to get out of here. But yeah, it's gonna be a great night. I mean, I'm pumped to be a part of it, and thanks for joining me.
all right. Well, can't looking forward to seeing you there, John. And we're gonna have fun.
Thanks, everybody.
Adios.